Hello, my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm going to be doing a mini general love reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as my cross watchers for November 15th. For November 1st through 15th. I'm jumping ahead. 2019. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal, more in-depth reading with me, my information is listed below. Let's go ahead and start off with one romance oracle angel message for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, so it's safe to love. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. Geminis are always pretty much laid back and, you guys do maintain and hold a loving heart, like a loving energy within your heart. Okay, let's go ahead and jump right into your reading. So the first card that I have is the Ace of Wands. Again, the Ace of Wands is good. There could be some arguments, in around your relationship, but I feel like even with the conflict and the lack of communication, I feel like you guys can you could be making a decision. There's somebody in around the relationship that is self-sabotaging, and it also represents that they might be completely disconnected to the relationship. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. This could be the person that you're dealing with at the moment. The Knight of Pentacles, even though he's very responsible, practical, but he thinks with his head over his heart. So, you might think with your emotions and your heart, but this person is pretty solid. He does, I don't want to say, it's not gender specific, but I do feel like there's a commitment between some of you. But there's definitely a need to be a little bit more practical and patient. So, protect yourself. The Knight of Pentacles also represents a knight in shining armor. So when you met this person, you might have thought, oh my gosh, this guy is like way too good to be true. And you're feeling like, should I trust him? Should I not trust him? The next card that I have is the Moon upright. So definitely pay attention to your intuition, your subconscious mind, your subconscious dreams. And if you feel uncertain and insecure in the relationship, make sure that you look within yourself. And keep the communication open. There's a need to keep the communication open. So if you're having some arguments with this person, definitely open up the communication, don't jump to conclusions, and try to remain balanced and stable in the relationship. The next card I have is the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles, normally, if you're dealing with a Knight of Pentacles, this person likes to not only just be intellectually connected, but they're also looking for, the sex, the physical attraction is definitely there, but they like to have their independence. So you might even feel at times that you're feeling a little bit abandoned and rejected or ignored in and around the relationship. Give it some time. I do suggest, Geminis, give it some time. Just go at a slower pace. They're not ready to jump in. They've had some breakups in the past, some issues that they were dealing with in the past, and it's really time for them to kind of heal from that in order to move into a relationship with you. But in the meantime, you guys are strong enough to kind of hold your own. The next card I have, again, is representing this. I want to say some of you are dealing with this male energy. So even if you are a male, I feel like you're very mature, you're very grounded, but you also like the finer things in life. And this also indicates that maybe your mind is really not on the relationship. You're not focusing in and on the relationship. This person's feeling a little bit left out in the cold, and you're more focused on providing more stability within your career. This also represents that you could be wanting to get certain things in your life. Like there's a need for something that you spend money on. You are very generous. You feel secure, and you do care for this person. So if this is you or your partner, just be mindful that just try to have a little bit of patience. And the next card that I have is the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups upright, try not to dwell too much on the negative aspects, because we can always dissect a relationship to a point where, oh, he's not doing this. Oh, this relationship kind of looks good to the outside world, but you're like, yeah, everybody says he's a good man, but I'm not feeling it. So try to move past it. So this could be some issues that you are feeling that might be resurfacing from your past because of that abandonment. So definitely try to nurture yourself and give a little bit more love and time to yourself. Even if you have to take a break from this person, I don't feel like they're going anywhere. I do feel like they're safe to love. And also have an open mind and open heart. At the bottom of the deck, I have the Five of Swords reversed. So the Five of Swords reversed is basically an indication that there's going to be, even though there might be some arguments, some conflicts that could be arising. Again, communication is key, Gemini, for the first 2 weeks in November. So be careful with how you communicate. Try to be positive with your communication. Instead of always dwelling on the negative, maybe take a different approach. And if you feel this person's like a little intimidating too, because they know what they want. They're balanced, they're stable with their finances. Not so great at kind of doing a relationship or the relationship thing. But there's definitely some issues that are going on in the relationship, and I feel like they do end up getting resolved. So your partner is going to put an end to some of the conflicts because it was logical thinking, or their logical thinking. And I feel like you guys will learn to compromise and overcome these challenges. So it's more of like letting bygones be bygones. Start respecting or being more respectful when you do have arguments, and learn how to communicate in a more positive way. Because this is going to require work. So, and this could be them dealing with past issues, by the way, as well. So, I feel like the main message here is treat this person as your equal, okay? Yeah, you need some time apart. But, I mean, when I say time apart, this doesn't necessarily mean you have to break up with this person. Just take a little bit of time for yourself. Maybe spend the day, do a girl day or a guy day on a Saturday or a Sunday, or whenever you have that available time. And even if you're just going out with a friend at night. I feel like this will bring the relationship back into a more balanced stability, which is some of you are dealing with already is stable, like the logical thinking. So it might give you the opportunity to put an end to some of those struggles and obstacles, and maybe some insecurities that you're having within yourself that you need to pay attention to and kind of let go and release. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a personal, more in-depth reading with me, my information is listed below, and you can contact me via email, or I also have my personal phone number on there. So I am very responsive, and I do try to get back to you guys within 24 hours. Love and light, Geminis.